Hello, I'm going to provide a walkthrough on the prototype of the contract management system. In the MVP, the system will be having two user roles, or you can say two parties. One is ICCA Bank, and another is a property leasing firm for the ATM. In the MVP, we'll be creating the user credentials for the user to access the system. Now I'm going to walk through on this workflow. This is basically for the interface for the authorized user for the ICICI Bank for creating the contract. So user can able to enter the username and password, and once they start the login, so this is the interface from where they are going to create the contract and able to view the previous contract. You can see here this is the search. There are different or various parameters from where the user can able to search the contracts. Contract can be searched by keyword, by status, by dates, and these are the attributes. The ID itself is generated by the system itself. So we have about almost like three different status. One is draft, signed, and running. So running are the contracts which is already created and has been broadcast to the other party for review and signing. Signed is the contract which is already signed by both parties. Draft is a contract which is in the process and has been in the creation process. Now we can from here action buttons, a user can able to edit the contract, they download the contract or delete the contract. So when a user hit this button, add new contract, it will navigate the user for creation this contract. So we are assuming here the contract has been offline discussed between the two parties, and this interface will either user can able to upload the contract from the desktop, from the system, the authorized file which has been already negotiated between the two parties, or they can choose from this legal template. So this is we are provide that template is already been predefined in the system. So once the file has been selected, so these are the various parameters that a few of them they are mandatory and some of them non-mandatory. So contract ID generated by the system, contract name, the user can able to add it or enter the name here. Status will be automatically generated by the system. It's a two-party, it's be already generated by system. User can enter the currency. So initially we are supported INR. It's just a name field. Contract value, it's a non-mandatory if it's they want to enter, because we are supporting the lease contract and the initial MVP, so they can enter the lease amount, the start date of the contract, language, and then they can enter the description of the contract, and then they can hit the next button. So this is, we call it smart interface. So as they uploaded the PDF or Word file, so we are rendering that file and show up the content here. Though in the MVP, user can only view it, they are not able to edit this field here. Now we have clause. So we right now three fields are here: clauses, timeline, and signatory. So clauses, so we are supporting 5 different clauses in this MVP. So these clauses, they are created or developed based on the lease agreement. So if you can see here, it's a rental deposit clause, it's a invoice and payment clause, it's a service level agreement clause. So each clause makes the contract data machine readable. And the advantage of this contract is there are values that need to be entered. So that will trigger automatic emails or alerts and notification to both parties. So take an example here. So we click, as a user, click on rental agreement. So this clause will have these predefined fields that we have developed. So automatically the two parties, ICICI Bank and First Lease Private Limited is a company for ATM lease. and user can enter the term of the contract 1 year. The total deposit amount is like initial retainer is 5 lakhs, monthly amount is 1 lakh, and the payment due on 5th day. So it means that the system will automatically generate the alert and notification every fourth or every fifth to the system, to both users. And the lease term is 1 year. So it means the system, once the contract date is about to end, it will automatically trigger alerts to both of the users. So, and then if other pieces, when you hit the confirm, you can see here automatically that that clause is added attached with this contract. You can add multiple. We have added only one. You can add multiple out of these 5. You can add 2 or 3 clauses. We have timeline. So basically, timeline is each document has a comprised. Each document has a comprised log of the IPs and triggers, like the time stamping and information of the documents. So when the document is created, when it is signed, the IP addresses, the date, all this data will be stored in the blockchain. And then this is signatory. So as a user, these are the two parties that are eligible for signing this contract. From here, the user can able to add the signatory authorities, the name and email, and from this we can request for the signature when the user hit it, so that email will be broadcast to another user with the link for view and signing the contract. So that's all about for creating the contract. And now let's take a view here for the MVP.